Good afternoon, students. This is your computer teacher Devdeep sir back with another lesson of computer for you all. Now today we are going to start again with the proper syllabus agenda. Now before that we need to be clear of what are the things that we have already covered. So if you have a look at the syllabus, which are the chapters we have already completed? That is, you see here, fundamentals of computer we have already done. Okay. Computer memory has been done, and more on MS Word, certain features, okay, we have already completed, but the question answer part was left. Okay. So there are certain topics we have already covered up. Today we will be starting with chapter 4 also. Okay. So we will do in today's video we are going to do question answers of chapter 3, and we are going to do that is chapter 4. Alright. So without further ado, let's start our class. So we will first directly go to, that is, we'll directly go to this chapter, that is more features of MS Word. Certain topics we have already done. In fact, the chapter is completed. I had completed before our online test assessment had begun. So if you are having any doubts regarding this chapter, we can do a revision class someday. But for the time being, we have to advance our syllabus also. So we will do the needful. Okay. That is, we can conduct a revision class just before the online assessment. Okay. As you have mentioned also, it is given in the notice that revision class will be there. And this time, children, in the revision class already formally I will give you the syllabus. But this chapter, that is chapter number 3, is surely coming. Okay. In fact, in the first assessment you will get only chapter 3. Visual basic, Q basic you will get later on. So here, we had already done the MCQ portion. This was done, and the fill in the blanks also. We are going to do the question, and true and false was also done, mind you. We will directly go to this question answers. That is, first starting with question number 4, 4A. So what is the question given, children? What are the functions of MS Word? So in order to find out the answer, I will mark the answer in your book itself. Question number 4A. Go to the first page of this chapter. You have to go to the first page of this chapter. Since I am using a PDF, so it might be slow. You all might have reached the first page also. So just a second, children. Okay. Can you see this topic? Some functions of MS Word, this topic. So this will be the answer. Okay. So please mark question number 4A. Start marking from here. Question 4A, you have to write from here till here. Okay. This is the answer of question number 4A. So you have to write all these functions of MS Word. Okay. Understood? So please take a screenshot of this page. From where to where you have to mark. I hope you have taken the screenshot. Okay. So I'm erasing this now. Now let us see the next question. Now the second question you can see, name and define the different views that are available in Microsoft Word. So what are the different views that are available in Microsoft Word? That is the second question. Okay. So let us find out the answer for this. There are actually 5 views, so you have to write about those 5 views that are there. Okay, come to page number 28, children. Page number 28, topmost para. Can you see here? So, this is the answer of question number 4B. 4B. Right, start writing from here, okay? So question number 4B, from here we have to start writing and till here. This is the answer of question number 4B. Okay. So Word offers 5 different views and you have to write about all these 5 different views. So please take a screenshot. I hope you have taken a screenshot. Now let us see the next question that is available. Now the next question, what is the use of the track change feature? Question number 4C. What is the use of track change feature? Okay, we have to find out the answer of this. So you have to go to the topic, that is track change, where you will get the answer over there. Track change, mind you, is a very important topic, okay? So track change, before we go to the answer, track change is a process by which if the user has made any changes, okay? If the user had made any changes to the document, or the administrator or any other user, we will be able to use that, okay? Now, there is a bit of editing you need to do. Like you can see, it is starting with U. So cut this U, alright. Please cut this U and write V. we can use track change. You have to start writing the answer. Question number 4C, that is reviewing track change. Okay, till made to the document. This will be an answer of question number 4C, that is track changes. Okay, so we can use say from made to the document. All right, this will be our answer. So I hope all of you are noting down and taking screenshots as you are doing the markup. Now let us see next question number, that is question number 4D. Now write a short note on zoom in and zoom out option. Question number 4D. Write a short note on zoom in and zoom out options. Let us go back to the topic again. Zoom in and zoom out. See, this is the topic, page number 29, topmost para. You have to start writing from here on your screen. If you could see question number 4D, from on your screen till zoom dialog box will appear. This is your answer. Question number 4D. Okay? Is it clear, children? Please take screenshot of this also. Okay. I hope all of you have taken the screenshot. Now get back to the question answers page. Let us see which question answer we are having. Now, which software programs are used to open PDF and XPS format files? Okay. So for that, let us go back to the page again. Which software is used for opening PDF and XPS pages? Okay. Now that is also a feature of Word. I hope all of you know that whatever you are typing on Microsoft Word, if you want, you can even save that as a PDF or XPS document. Okay. So this is that topic that is sought for. So let us find out the answer. Here is the answer. So you will find the answer is page number 27. Okay. So Again, we have to make some changes. Here you can see that U is there. Again, cut the U and write here V. We can save Word documents in PDF or Express format. Cut U again, write V. We can open a PDF file by using Adobe Free Acrobat Reader. Okay, so till documents will be your answer. This is which question, children? 4E. Question number 4E. Right from here, you have to write. Question number 4E. Okay? Please take a screenshot. Okay. Now let us look at question number 4F. What is the question for 4F? Question number 4F we are looking for. Here. 4F. What is the use of the macro feature? So why is macro used? Let us find out the answer. What is the utility of macro? Macro, as all of you know, it is used as a recording feature. Using macro, basically, we can repeat the process and our works become easier. So what is a macro? What is the use of macro? Okay? You will get the answer here. Just change it. Instead of your, you have to write our. A macro saves our time by combining a series of action into a single command. Macro are ideal for tasks that you frequently perform. Macro is a series of commands that is recorded so that it can be played or executed later. Till here is the answer of question number 4F. Question number 4F. This is the answer. Okay? So please take a screenshot again. Have you taken the screenshot, children? Yes? So, 4F is done. Back to the last question. We are left with two more questions. One application based and question number 4G. Then we can wrap up this chapter. 4G. What is the use of mail merge feature? How it can be useful? So, what is the use of mail merge and how mail merge is useful? Let us see. So, question number 4G, this will be the answer. Question 4G. Just make some changes, change all the U to V. Change all the U to V, because since you all will be writing the answer. Okay, so these are your answers. Please Take screenshot of question number 4G. Okay. I hope all of you have taken the screenshot. Now, we will go to the last question of this chapter, that is the application base. So off to the application based question. And children, where you will write down these answers? You will write down these answers in the computer copy and submit these answers. This will be your homework rather. You have to submit these answers on the above mentioned day of your copy submission. You have to submit the answer on your above mentioned day of copy submission. I repeat it once again, on the above mentioned day of copy submission. So teacher has asked Amit to create a common letter for those students who won the football competition in school and send the letter to them. Which feature that he will use? By the help of which Amit can send the letter to all of his friends in one go. Amit can use the feature of mail merge to send the mail to multiple clients. Send the mail to multiple clients. Okay. So Amit can use the feature of mail merge to send the mail to multiple clients. Okay. Is it okay or not? So that concludes this chapter. Take screenshot of this page also. And children, I will just start the initial chapter, that is the next chapter related to QBasic, just the starting. We will do only one page today because you have noted down a lot of answers and you have to do the write-up work also. So let us start the new chapter. So starting with QBasic, okay? Chapter number 4. So we all know that computer being a machine needs a sequence of instruction that can understand to perform a task. What is a programming language? Programming language is a set of words or instruction that is used to tell the computer what to do. So programming language is basically a set of language or words that tells the computer what to do. And the first high-level programming language was introduced was BASIC. It's a high-level programming language designed by John Kameny and Thomas Kurtz in 1963. So, when was BASIC developed? 1963. Who developed? John Kameny and Thomas Kurtz. What is the full form of BASIC? Very important. Beginners All-Purpose Symbolic Instruction Code. Okay, BASIC. And basically, BASIC are having so many different versions. Like if you ask me, when I was in your school, okay, at class 6, 7, I have learned GW Basic in my time. But now you all are having this software that you are learning, that is QBasic. And since we are using QBasic as the software, because this is the software that is used by Microsoft Corporation, this programming language is called QBasic Programming. Okay, QBasic Programming. Now, QBasic was released by Microsoft. In which year? In 1991. Okay, it was included for free with MS-DOS 5. MS-DOS 5 is an operating system, one of the oldest operating system of Microsoft. Okay. QBasic is a high-level programming language that helps us to write, edit, execute and correct a program. So you can write a program, make changes to the program, and execute means to run a particular program. So children, please write down what is the meaning of execute. Execute in computing terms means running a program. Write with pencil, okay? So QBasic provides the working area for any program written, and this program will be converted into machine code. Now you already know what is machine code. Machine code means nothing but the machine language. Computer understands only one language. What is that? Zeros and ones. That is called machine code. Okay? Now when we start QBasic, we have these elements. What are the elements that we get? QBasic is an open source software which can be downloaded free of cost. Yes, open source it is. So you don't have to pay a single money for installing QBasic, okay? It is free of cost. To start QBasic, double click the QBasic file. So QBasic application, you double click it and it will open. It has got, once it opens, this is the QBasic startup screen. The topmost portion is called menu bar. What is it called? Menu bar. This, can you see file, edit, view? This is called menu bar. Now can you see this region here? This one. Welcome to MS-DOS QBasic. What is this called? This is called the program window. Okay? This is the program window. Now, this one is called the immediate window. Immediate window contains the different shortcuts. Like if you press F1, you will get help. Enter means execute. Escape means cancel. Tab means going to the new line. So these are there. And the status bar displays the current status of the QBasic program that you are doing. Okay, so this was just an introduction class for you all in QBasic. We will continue the class in our next period that is there. So we will learn more about the chapter in depth in our next class. So children, before I sign off, do the homework properly and make sure you write down all the answers in your computer copy. This is an earnest request from my end. Okay, and stay safe, stay healthy, and do not venture outdoors. Protect yourself from the perils of corona. Thank you.